Good morning. So this is the first look. I got company here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, look, Maisie. You're gonna be on the internet. Oh, I don't care. Just pet me. Oh, man. Scratch my butt. Scratch my butt. Oh. So I made these cards for like a inner freedom coaching business. And they talk about authenticity. Um, Utter authenticity in the present moment. And it is so true how freeing it is. Making the decision that I was going to say what I'm going to say now has really changed my energy from last night when all this fear came up. Like, all this fear came up around just what am I going to do? How am I going to support myself? Like, I am so afraid of not being able to pay the bills. It's my biggest fear. I'm more afraid of that than physical pain. I'm more afraid of being here and not being able to support myself than of not being, like, of, like dying, like of not surviving. I mean, who would? Yeah, it's nothing to be afraid of there anyway. That's like a relief. It's the idea of being here and not knowing how to do what I feel like I have to do and not being able to figure it out. I mean, it's an age-old fear. I know it's not unique to me. Um, So I mean, I don't want this to be a long video going to all this medical history and things. There's things happening, and I'm gonna see a doctor soon, and um, but there's kind of like a gap probably between maybe where I just don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna meet my financial obligations, and that is so scary to me. It brings up all sorts of shit. Last night I felt a lot of anger, frustration. Um, but I just wanted, like, it feels good to acknowledge it and to, like, not push it down anymore. I think it's been, as my inflammatory response has been going up in the last couple months, um, I think I've been pushing that fear down because I still had a little bit of savings, I was still working, doing a little bit of this, a little bit that felt like I could still do this or that, and or I could go back to driving my car for Uber, and then my phone is dead. I don't have a smartphone. You can't do any of that without a smartphone. And so, like, it's sort of all these things have sort of collapsed to make it like, okay, there's no way you're not going to deal with this now. And when that happens to you in your life, right, we appreciate it or it pisses us off because we're just so afraid or we're so angry that we're in this position. And I've been there with physical pain before, but I'm way more afraid of, like, the money aspect of things than hurting, like being in pain. Um, so there's a part of me that's grateful, that knows, like, this is big, this is important on my soul's journey. Like, this is kind of it, maybe. Like, this is a huge, deepest fear of my life that's probably started from when I was very, very young. not trusting my body, and how will I support myself? And so I'm like, on the one hand, there's a part of me that's grateful to be in this crucible, and there's another part that's just like angry about it. And I just know, I'm saying this now because the only real starting point is authenticity. Like, I've been so tired. Like, I've had this fatigue like I've never had. And I'm sure there's like physical, I'm not trying to say it isn't, like there isn't maybe something physical that a doctor will find when I go see one soon, a week from Monday. But I do know it takes a lot of energy to push fear down, to push anger down, to suppress things. And it's funny how sometimes like we don't see it. We have all this other gratitude for these other things, and I mean, everything I've put up has been authentic in the moment. Everything I've said or anything I've written about or meditation groups we've been having. I mean, the people I'm talking with and trying to work with, like, it's all authentic. It's just that at certain times, like last night, all this stuff just came right up. And I just want to be that open space of authenticity and, see what happens. Well, freedom happens for one thing. And then from that freedom, sometimes possibilities that you couldn't see in that fear place, that anger place, now all of a sudden they're there, and maybe there's a solution or a gap measure or like something. I appreciate all you guys who have been making all these videos on EOL and just being really honest and sharing your stuff. I really appreciate it. Have a fantastic day. Love and hugs. Bye-bye.